Look, so small. This is a full HD resolution. Ah, so small. Is it responsive at some scale? Yes, it is. And it's quite narrow. It is quite responsive. Yeah. Bluetooth. It's like the same. Okay. Ah, this is a bump. I mean, let's see. Let's go here. Let's make it quite narrow. Now let's go to background. Poof. And instantly becomes wider. I know they are working in it, but you know. And this is center aligned. I mean, it's here instead of being here on the top. Well, as you can see, all the other tabs, they are aligned on top. Okay, so quite narrow, very narrow. Search. Still they have the same width. I mean, search, notifications, Bluetooth. Is it the same width? Yeah. Wi-Fi, they all have the same width, as far as I can say. And is this the same? I'm not sure. Maybe it is. Well, okay. Ah, this is not the same width. This is wider. You can see that. Goes from here. Let's go to language. This is narrower. Why it doesn't stretch from side to side? It would be nicer to see. Same thing here. And oh, you have this label here which is center aligned. It is even somewhat bigger than all the other labels that you can see. It's bigger than this one, the font I mean. It's center aligned, and it's basically like the same, the only place in which you can find this kind of title. Yeah, it's the only one. This is just a description of what you can do. Why it's not like, I don't know, like here. It could be the same. Anyway. Okay. The application tab. Still very narrow. Oh, have you noticed that? I go on application, I select whatever I want, and I can see the contents and I don't know how to call it, but now if I go back, still the content is here. The application item is highlighted, and but if you do like the same things with devices, you go here. This is the display tab. When you go back, the display tab is gone. Now you are on the Wi-Fi tab, which is the first on settings. Why it's not the same with applications? Well, by the way, the arrow, the right arrow is missing here, but I've seen an issue about that. So, doesn't really matter. But this is the weird thing. I don't know. Dolphin, go back, and still you have Dolphin here. And the focus is on application. Never matter. So different width. You can see that. Ah, look at this. This is the energy. It should be power in English, not sure. And it's like wider. I don't know why this is the only one which is wider than all the others. So let's see, is this responsive? Yes, it is. But this is the minimal width, which is different from this minimal from here. Let's see. This is the minimal width. If you go on power, poof, it becomes wider. just because it has to be like that. I don't know. It's for I mean, just make it consistent, please. Still quite narrow. Let's go on devices. Same width. So tiny. Just make it bigger. This is a full HD resolution. Make it bigger, please. Oh, look. You can fit like 4 of this, like on the screen. Very tiny. Oh, sorry. And then you have printers, which goes from side to side. This is the best, I guess. I mean, in my opinion, this is wonderful. Well, still pretty wide. I mean, this is the minimal width. It should be quite smaller, but I like the fact that it goes from side to side. Let's see here. So tiny. Really tiny. Thunderbolts. Whatever. This is color. Well. And details. Why is this aligned in the middle? I mean, this is even quite nice to see, but it should be aligned on top. This is like the second tab. What's the first one? Like background. Yeah, background is... Oh, let's go. Background is the only one. It's the second, the other one, which have the contents aligned in the middle. I don't know. Oh, details. Still, be very, quite small, center aligned. I mean, why is it center aligned? Date and time. And anyway, why date and time are details? Would you call it details? They are not details to me, but I don't know. Then users. Oh, don't look at my face. Very tiny. And yeah, is user a detail? Are you a detail in your operating system? And very tiny. So, okay. This is the most weird. I mean, I wish all of them were like this. I mean, it stretches from side to side, which is good, in my opinion. Why all the others, they are like so... They stay tiny, very, very narrow. Oh yeah, okay. So, let's see something more, maybe. Is there anything? Nope. Background, they're working on it, thankfully. Well, for some reason, GSConnect doesn't have an icon here. And same things for wine. I don't know. This is okay. Regional language. This is, oops, good. Oh, see that? I had to hack the theme in order to make it appear, because Microsoft Exchange doesn't have an icon. I mean, you already have an icon for Microsoft. Why don't you use it for Microsoft Exchange too? I don't know. Some things are so simple, but people just can't notice that. This is quite good. Okay. Nothing to say about all this. Okay. So, as you can see, this is my resolution. I usually use this one. 2056, whatever, this one. Sorry. This is nice. I can't really understand this. I mean, this is horizontal. This is the screen orientation. This is horizontal. Then vertical right, vertical left, and I don't know how to call it. I mean, it's like horizontal, but switch it like this. It just like 180 degree rotated by 180 degree. I can't really understand this, and I can't really understand why do you have these lines? Can you see that? It's just, I don't know. Okay, scale. Still I don't have the fractional scaling. That's how you call it. Something like that. This is good. Just one thing. You see, look at this. This is a plus button if you want to add a shortcut, which is quite, I mean, look at the height. This is smaller than like this one. Is there any reason why the same button, they do the same thing, but these are different width? No, sorry, different height. I mean, the height is the same as the items here, but why can't you have the same width, the same height for both? I don't know. Don't really like it. I don't even like the fact that you can read the name of the buttons like strings instead of, I don't know. It would be better to have like a layer, like an icon showing the button. I don't know. I mean, no. Oh, there is no way to go back. Gosh, maybe no. Okay, this is the way to go back. This is bad design, in my opinion, because you have to be polite. Okay, I don't know. I think it's all.